shit standing up. Like, it was a nightmare.
Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really did know you are.
Welcome back to my channel. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you, because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Guys, I'm so excited to come to you guys with this new YouTube video. If you haven't already, subscribe and like and comment if you like this new type of style of content that I'm doing. Also, I still have the Next Door podcast, but I do want to separate the Next Door podcast from my YouTube channel. Before, I used to record a YouTube video, subtract the audio and post it on the audio platforms, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to keep my YouTube videos for my YouTube and my audio be the audio. Now, in this video, we're talking about everything pertaining to lipo, BBL, and how you can afford your BBL. So make sure you watch this all the way to the end. Some of you may be considering getting some enhancements this year, but you're not sure if you want to, and this is your confirmation. Get that surgery. Get that surgery date ASAP. Because let me say something. When you secure your insecurity, your level of confidence is going to bring you so much opportunities. You're no longer feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do that. Your confidence is going to exude in whatever it is you're doing. Book that surgery. I am pro fix what you feel insecure about. You know, some girls be like, oh, just stay natural, do it the natural way. Sometimes going to the gym is not enough to get the body that you want. And these fitness gurus be lying to you. Some of them be getting lipo low key, and then they enhance more by staying in the gym, keeping up with the work they've done. Because when you get work done, you got to keep up with it. You can't just have bad habits. What you got to understand is being just the utmost confidence you can be is going to cost you money. You got to invest in your looks. We are not like men where our looks don't matter. Money matters. For women, our looks matters a lot. If you want your lips done, get your lips done. If you want those fillers and Botox, get it done. If you want your breasts, everything you want that's gonna make you more confident, make you walk into the room with your head high, feeling like you're the baddest in the room, get it done. So there are different types of BBLs. I know some of you may be a little bit skeptical about getting a BBL because you don't wanna have the look that some of these Instagram girlies have, and I'm gonna explain everything to you now. There's lads, there's hips, there's both. The look that most of you don't like is lads. That's the look that you see most of the girls on IG have, which is that video vixen look. Now, the ones that you guys see that look so natural, they usually have hips, and then there's a combination of both. Personally, I don't like lads because I have a long torso. If you have a short torso and you decide to do lads, that's when you're gonna have that wisdom tooth look. As a short torso person, what you should ideally opt for is hips. I want to show you guys how I look. I lose about 20 pounds so I can be more like slim thick. It's not about having the same exact surgeon of the person body you like. It's more so about understanding surgery talk and explaining it to your doctor. So your doctor is already going to understand lads, hips, both. He's going to understand that. Some people tend to take pictures of what a girl look like and go to their doctor and say, I want to look like this, hoping they're going to look the same when they're probably not. Because the picture of the person you're showing to your doctor, they probably have a long torso. You have a short torso. So he's giving you exactly what you want, but her type is not going to fit your body shape and your body stature. So when it comes to picking between lads, hips, and both, you need to know what fits your stature. Whatever looks good on me may not look good on you. What looks good on you may not look good on me. So you need to do your surgery based on your body structure. Let me give you my personal experience with the surgeries. Personally, the recovery is actually the hard part, because when you get lipo, you get very itchy. And I'm pretty sure any of the girls who went through any surgical enhancement will tell you, you get very, very itchy. It can be very painful. BBL, you can't even sit on your butt for about 6 to 8 weeks. So you don't realize how much you sit until you can't sit. So that can be a little bit challenging because you go to the bathroom. When you go to the bathroom, how are you going to take a shit? For weeks, I had to like hold the sink and the wall, put a lot of tissue in the toilet to shit standing up. Like, it was a nightmare. And, you know, when you have a BBL, you can't sleep on your back. You have to sleep on your stomach. You can't, like, you're so restricted to so much things that it's like The first month, you're like, why did I even do this? Because it's like, oh my God, like this is just too much for me. I can't take it, your medications. But after the first 6 to 8 weeks, it gets better. Then you start to look at your body like, oh, like you start feeling very confident. And then, let me say this, as a personal experience, and I'm pretty sure everybody who has had surgery can say this, you start to nitpick and have body dysmorphia. You start to feel like, oh my God, maybe I should go for a second round because I need this fix, I need that fix. And that's how some girls end up going for multiple surgeries, because they always feel like something is wrong. You know, you look at your first stuff and you're like, oh my God, my doctor didn't do this right. I need to get this done. It's like you're never satisfied. It's so easy for you to get in your head once you get surgery. But obviously, if you really want to have a snatch waist, it's going to take multiple rounds. Some people are lucky to get their ideal body in the first round, while others may take 2 to 3 rounds to get their ideal body. But the thing is a lot of people don't understand that just because you're getting surgery, that doesn't mean it's a remedy to weight loss. You have to lose weight. And I told you guys, I'm trying to lose about 20 pounds to get to my ideal body. There's no amount of surgery that's give you ideal shape unless you lose the weight. For example, there's girls that you see that have lipo, but they're wide as fuck. You will get lipo and you'll be all flat, but you'll be wide as hell because that's weight. So lipo and BBL does not fix weight. When you get yourself to your ideal weight and you get lipo, it's like an enhancement. Lipo, BBL, all these things are enhancers. So if you're heavy set and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just get lipo, you're not gonna look as good as if you was to lose the weight first and then get it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Before I even got lipo, I lost about 25 pounds. Because if I had got lipo when I was heavy, I don't think I would look as good as I look now. And I'm still trying to lose about 20 pounds to get to my goal weight. Because sometimes, and this connects to what I was saying before about girlies that go back for round 4, it's probably because they're too lazy to actually put in the work. Because a lot of people think that just because you get on the table, that's it, there's no work. No, that's when the work begins. You gotta eat clean, you gotta be active, you got to make sure you keep up and tight. You got to wear your waist trainer. That's when the work begins. After you get off the table, the work begins. The work does not end there. You can't eat like how you ate before. You can't be lazy like how you was before in order for you to look top notch. You know how there's certain bodies that you admire on social media, like, yo, she looks good. There's a lot of discipline behind it. Yeah. So you got to understand that when you're on this journey to transforming yourself, it comes with a lot of discipline. Just be very clear on that. The next thing I want to get into is the things you need to know about BBL. First of all, a lot of us are anemic without realizing. You have to make sure you have good iron. You cannot drink alcohol at least, I would say, about 3 weeks before your surgical date. Don't even play with it. Don't drink no alcohol. Don't even smoke any weed. Don't even smoke any cigarettes. Nothing, because it's going to affect your scars. It's going to affect your procedure. Do not do any of that. Also, you have to make sure you take a lot of vitamins before and after as well. And make sure you do at least 11 to 15 massages, at least 12 massages. You have to do the massages. The massages does help with getting rid of the fluid that they put in your body when they lipo you. To explain the procedure of lipo, they have to put liquid first to melt the fat, and then they suck the fat out. So liquid that they put inside of you is usually trapped in your body after surgery, which causes swelling, and you doing the massages helps remove a lot of that liquid. They drain you out. It helps remove it. It helps get rid of any lumps that may come. So massages are very, very important. 12 massages at least. Now the cost varies based on country. If you're doing it outside of America, you can ideally spend anywhere between 5 to 7 grand. BBL, 5 to 7 grand, and you can get your waist to be snatched. You know, in the United States, there is laws that prohibits people from removing a certain amount of fat. Other countries, they don't have that limit. They can remove as much fat as you would like. Outside the country, I spend about 6 grand, which is chef kiss. In America, you know, depending on what you're getting done, like for example, I remember years ago, I got a quote for just flanks, 6 grand. Depending on who your doctor is, depending on where you go, because obviously in Miami, they do have some discounted places, some, you know, places where you can go to get it for cheaper, but good doctors, 10 to 15 grand. That's how much you're going to spend, ideally. But outside the country, you start to factor in hotels, post-op materials, post-op care, ends up being that same amount. Let's say you're already planning a trip to DR in June. You just want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, then cool, it makes sense. But if you know you're just going just for that, then I would kind of like consider the options in your town or in the next state over, because you're going to spend the same amount of money realistically. Why not just spend it, but then kind of like a contrast, because that if you go to DR, if you go to like Colombia, you're going to get better results. Like your results are going to be better because they're not limited to how much fat they can pull out. One tip that I also want to say, because this is so important, I think this is one of the most important tips that you need to know about getting a BBL. If you are going to get 360 lipo, you need to lipo your arms. I'll say that again. If you are going to get 360 lipo, you need to lipo your arms. Do not leave out your arms or you're going to look like a quarterback. I promise you. Because us women, our weight tends to fluctuate. We lose weight, we add weight, we lose weight, we add weight. You want to make sure that your upper body is even. And I think that's the mistake a lot of girls make. And that's how you can tell, like immediately tell, like, oh yeah, she's big, but she got surgery. You can tell because they didn't add the arms. Doing surgery is a costly thing, and you want to make sure you have all the money to do exactly what you want to do so you can come out looking the way you want to look. You don't want to just be like, oh, I only got 3,000, let me just go to somewhere in Miami. No, because you need to make sure you have everything. You want to look good. You want to spend your money to look good. So it's better to make sure you have enough money than to be like pocket pension, which I'm going to tell you how you can afford surgery outside of credit. A few months, boom, you got your money. I'm going to get into that. But gotta make sure you get them arms done, babes. There's no debate when it comes to getting lipo in the stomach. Your arms must be included. Include like bra strap fat as well. Include all of that. You want to make sure your whole upper body is snatched, so it's even. So it's like doop doop, not doop doop doop. You want to be like walking around like a quarterback when you add weight. No, make sure you get those arms done. Now we're gonna talk about affording surgery. In America, there's Care Credit. I don't know where you're watching from, but in America, we have Care Credit where we can use credit. But using Care Credit does come with a little bit of like, based on your credit score, it's how much they approve you for. And sometimes Care Credit does not cover the whole cost. So it's just better to just say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I save it for my surgery. It's better for you to pay out of pocket. It's just way better. Once you pay, you're done. You don't have no monthly installment plans to be paying. You don't gotta be like, it's just too much. You pay one and you're done, because money comes back, right? Money's meant to be spent. Money always comes back, right? So the best way I can tell you outside of you having your 9-to-5 job is to start selling photos. I came across this whole stock photography industry on TikTok, literally from one white girl. There's some people that are so smart when it comes to finding ways to make money. And, sometimes you tend to limit yourself in ways of making money. The only thing you think about is, oh, I gotta get another job. There's so many ways for you to make money outside of having a job. Now, stock photography is basically taking pictures with your iPhone or whatever phone you have, editing them and posting them on websites. That industry is very lucrative. It's a $6 billion industry. And it's so simple. All you do is just take pictures of either nature, scenery, lifestyle. It all depends on the niche that you decide. But if you're interested in learning about like just how to get into stock photography, all the websites you can use to get into it, how to title your videos, how you're gonna get paid, what type of niches actually make money, I'm gonna link a guide, how you can capitalize off of the photos you take with your phone. I'm gonna link it in this video. Get that guide. It's a 72-page guide and it has every single thing you need to know on how you can capitalize off of the photos in your phone so you can get that surgery money. Hello. Now, in conclusion, lipo BBL is all an investment in yourself, and it's one of the best investments. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it will give you a different quality of life because people will treat you better. And the way your clothes fit, you're not limited to wearing certain clothes. Right now, if you have a big fupa, like you can't wear skin tight clothes. But when you get a lipo, when you get BBL, you don't have to think twice about, is my fupa gonna show? You like, my fupa not gonna show. My stomach is on flat. So it's an investment in self, and being a woman, you are the brand. And I want you guys to understand that you are the brand as a woman. You putting your money into yourself would always be the best option because you will literally make the money right back. So again, before we end this episode, if you guys are looking to make money with photos, just click the link that's attached to this video. Get the guide and learn everything you need to know on how you can make money with stock photography from a phone. And guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to comment below. Do you guys like the type of content that I'm doing now? Because this year, I really want us to focus more so on ourselves and us being better women than talking so much about the type of men you shouldn't date, what you should do one day. I think I've passed that level. And if you want to just like rewatch my old videos, then you you can always do that. But I think now I'm in the era of us entering our wealthy girl era and us just being better women overall. So if you like this type of content, comment below. Like, just put a heart, interact with this video so it encourages me to keep posting more YouTube videos. Like this video, comment, and subscribe. And guys, you know the rest. Until we meet again.